This is a demonstration of the DVD feedback on Biograph Infiniti. So I'm selecting a DVD feedback screen. Here I am selecting the chapter of the DVD that I want to start on. You can change that so you can start wherever you want. I'm editing the settings so that I can choose the chapter that I want. You can also choose here whether you want the action to be starting and stopping when you meet the threshold, or whether you want the size of the video to change as you meet the goal or you don't meet the goal. So that's what I've selected, to just have the picture shrink when I'm not meeting the goal and expand when I am meeting the goal. You can also adjust how fast it shrinks or expands. So the size of the video then is related to when the goals are being met or not, and that is connected to the three bars that are on the left side of the screen. The threshold lines on the bars, on the outer two bars, are inhibits, which means that the goal is for the bar to be below those, and the middle bar, the goal is to be above that. So when all three of those are met, then the image will begin to expand. When they're not being met, then the image will begin to shrink. And of course the goal is to keep the image larger. So the DVD that's showing there happens to be a course on the brain. It's a DVD that I'm actually watching, a series that I'm watching now of lectures, and what I can do is I can connect this so that as I'm studying I can have the added feedback of the picture being larger when I'm more focused, and getting smaller when I start to lose focus. So you can see now the picture is relatively full size, and if I start to lose focus or not meet the goals, then the picture will begin to shrink, and you can see that there. On the upper left part of the screen, you can see that there is a raw signal, so you can see the quality of the signal throughout the training. If you're using a dual screen setup, you could have all of the more technical information, the raw signal, the bar graphs, the settings instruments, which are the ones all the way on the left that allow you to change the frequencies that you're training. So you can change the lower and upper limits of the frequency band to create different training bands. So you can be inhibiting theta, or you can make it delta and theta, and so on, by changing the frequencies. Now if you're using a dual screen, you could have the video image and the points, which is that number above the video picture image. You can have that on the screen that would be used for the patient or client's feedback, and then you could have all the rest of the information on your screen that would be what you would use to monitor the signal, and also make adjustments in the thresholds and the filters if you needed to. So you can see how this works, and the picture will stay larger as long as I'm meeting the goal. You can see how it gradually starts to shrink, and that would be an indication that the goals are not being met and need to either work on focusing more, or you may need to adjust the thresholds. So the DVD is a type of feedback that a lot of people like to use when they might want to have some variety. Instead of using one of the built-in animations or just bar graphs or things like that, you can use the DVD function. A lot of people will have a wide selection of DVDs in the office where they train, where People can choose the one that they want to work with, or they can bring their own from home. It is recommended that you choose the type of movie or DVD that you'd use carefully, so that it's not something that is going to be adversely affecting the training. So, for instance, if you're working with someone who you're trying to get to calm down, you don't want to have topics that are going to be too exciting, or things that are going to cause a person to have too much arousal. You want to have something that's more neutral or calming, and so on. So you just want to keep that in mind. So it's just making some other adjustments there. We can make the transition smoother if the shrinking or expanding is going too fast, and that sometimes can give you a more pleasant feedback experience. So again, this is a demonstration of the DVD feedback function in the Biograph Infiniti software. If you have this system and you need help in getting that set up, you can give us a call. We can help you with that, or we can point you to someone who would be able to help you with it if there's any issue with the settings on your computer, or you need to download additional software to set it up. We can give you instructions for that.